Hi, Sarah Banis here. I'm going to show you something super neat today. Today we're going to make our first project on the M2, the XTool M2. Okay, so I'm going to do a step-by-step walkthrough. It's so incredibly easy. It's just going to be a very quick video. It's very simple. And I want to show you each of the steps so that you can go make whatever you want to make. So today we're going to make this right here. This is a pick holder. So I'm going to open it up. You can see it's got 3 layers. And then this is just a stand for it. And then that just stands up on that like that. Let's see. I actually probably will cut a different stand for this because I'm not super fond of that one. But that's how that works. So, and then bear with me because you'll see when I open this, but this has got 3 layers and then your pick goes inside. But I actually put these 2 parts should have been exchanged. This should have been on the bottom and this should have been on top. But either way, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through step by step on how to cut this and how to assemble this. And let's go up to my craft room and let's get into XTool Studio. If you have not downloaded XTool Studio yet, you can get it at xtool.com. That is the software that you're going to run your M2 off of. Okay, so now we are at XTool Studio, okay? This is the software that you're going to use for your M2 to direct it how to cut, okay? What to cut, what you want each layer to do. So I have already uploaded the design we're going to be using. You can also get designs from theirs, which I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, their marketplace. I believe you call it Atom. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you can access their marketplace also. You can go right here and go right into it, right here, and you can. They have a massive marketplace that you can just pull designs right out of. Some are free, some are paid. So this one, the design that I'm using, okay, so I'm going to go back here. Oops, I'm going to go back to my project. So up here, that's where you toggle back and forth. But this one I uploaded. I'll link in the video description where to get this file. It's a really fun file to work with. So what we're making is we're making a little pick holder that looks like a guitar, and then this is the little stand for it. Super cute. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to do first is we're going to measure this, and we're going to make sure that this is the right dimension that we want for our pick to actually fit inside of here. How I do that, so I know the pick is 1 inch wide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a square, right? Make a rectangle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize that right here. Okay. And I'm going to make that, so I know that it's 1, so I want it to be 1 1/8, which is 1.12 wide. That's how wide I want that pick opening to be. And what I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to drag this right here, and I'm going to drag that to the opening. And see, it's a little bit too big, so I don't need it quite this big. I'm going to scale it down a little bit so that that matches that. Okay, and then that opening is going to be just about the right size. I'll leave it like that so it's a little bit bigger. A little bigger's better for something like this than not big enough. So what I want to show you now is I want to show you how layers work and how you designate what you want each layer to do. So you see right now it's all grouped together. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click ungroup. Okay, so now that's going to give me each one of these as an independent layer. Okay, so this right now, you can see these are the red, all of the red lines. Those are all set right now to score. That is not what we want those to do. So let me first show you over here. You see this layers panel down on the bottom left? If I click on that, that's going to give me each of these layers. Okay? I don't necessarily need to do that right now because these are already all easy to access. So I'm going to click on the first layer and I want that to cut. Okay? The next layer here, I want that also to cut. Okay? And then this, I want this to score, and I want this to cut. So let me see if that is grouped or if that is ungrouped. That looks to be ungrouped. So that was all, I was able to ungroup all of that as a single ungroup, which is nice. So now I'm going to select the outside and I'm going to change that to be a cut. And then this all, I'm going to change that to be engrave. Okay. And then this is going to be a cut and this is going to be a cut. Okay, so I have them all switched over to be what I want them to be. Now let's go, we'll move over to my studio and we will get the M2 turned on, and then we can go ahead. That'll allow us to select our materials over here, and I'll show you how to auto measure. This is all so incredibly simple. XTool Studio is just like I said, so there's a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning, but it's just really easy to learn. Once you get the feel for it and you understand where everything is, and your first project, just follow along with these steps. It's so easy. So let's go ahead, let's go upstairs to my studio, we'll get the M2 turned on, and we'll get the rest of this all set and we'll get it cut. Okay, so we are at my machine. You can see that I've already placed 2 of these on to the material. This is just 3mm basswood. That's how you do it. You just pop it on there, pop it down. You want to kind of evenly space them around the best you can. And these will hold your material and hold it up off of the bed, so you end up with less scorching. Helps you get air underneath there. Okay, now you can see that I avoided these. You want to avoid those 4 dots. Okay, so this is all set. Let's go back to go back over to XTool Studio and we'll get it started. Okay, so we are over at XTool Studio. The first thing we want to do is we want to select our material. Now I've already selected my material, so it's already changed over to basswood, but this is where you would select it. It would say unknown material when you open it. You click on that and it's going to open up all of your material presets. Okay, so I'm going to click again on 1/8 3mm basswood. That's what we're working with. And then you're going to click apply. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this camera right here. This is going to bring us, it's going to show us a picture of the bed of the M2 with your material in it. And it's really nice because that gives you an opportunity to get perfect placement of your material and waste like no material. So we're going to click on that and it's going to take a picture of the entire bed. Now there's 2 cameras on this. There's the larger camera, which is what we're looking at right now. And then there's like a macro camera, which is right here. And you can really zoom in on one spot to get it perfect. If you're working on like limited material and you're really trying to make sure you align it perfectly, that you just click this and that's your macro camera. But for now, this is all we need. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move all of this onto our bed where I want it. I want that there. I'm trying to figure out where I can save the most material. That's okay. I won't spend a ton of time on that for now, but I will flip this one around. Oops. So that's how you do it right here. I'm going to flip this way so that I can kind of scooch these right up against one another and not waste any material there. You want to give it a little bit of room, space in between though. You don't want it to, you know, collapse in on itself. And then this one, we'll put that right here next to it. And then these, I'll just put over here. Let's put this one here and this one here. Move that down just a little bit. And you can use the up and down arrows on your keyboard to move your pieces on here to get them exactly where you want them. Okay, I think I'm going to select all 3 of these and move these over just a little bit from the edge so I don't end up losing anything on there. Same thing with these, just a little bit over. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to auto measure. This is going to tell your machine exactly how high your material is being held up, okay? So we're going to click right here on this like measuring. Click on that. And now what it's going to do is it's going to ask me to select a space. You always want to select a space that's somewhere in the middle. Okay, and now it's just going to auto measure it, and it's going to, this is what I'm telling you about it being so incredibly simple. Everything is done for you. And now all there is to it to click process, and that's it. And that's going to go ahead and it's going to, oh, so you can see that it moved it a little bit when it processed it. So you always want to be aware of that. So I actually made that mistake on one of my early cuts. So just be aware that, make sure before you click process that it is actually where you placed it the first time. There we go. Okay, so now we're all set. So now I'm going to click process. It's just going to give me all the safety reminders. I'm going to click start. Now so another nice thing right here is it gives me the estimated time, so that's nice too. I'm going to click start, and then we're going to go over to the M2. We're going to click the button on the front. It'll ask me to do that. Click the button on the front. That'll start it. We'll cut it, and then we'll go ahead. We'll glue that one piece on, and that's it. And that's how you make it. So let's just get this started. Okay, so be aware that noise, that is my AP2 air purifier by XTool. You always want to either vent or run an air purifier to your machine. Okay, so that's what that noise is. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click this button. And I'm going to watch it move over to the middle. It'll get started right away. It'll do the engrave first, so you're going to see it. I'll keep you here until you can start to see that engrave coming up. And then I'll shut down the video and I will bring it back at about 2 or 4 minutes in where you can see the full engrave, and then it'll start the cut. It'll actually probably be at about 6 minutes into the engrave will be finished. So you can see it starting to engrave. So it'll engrave first and then it'll cut everything. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take you out of the picture. Turn this off for now, and then I'll bring you back when it moves on to the cut stage. Okay, so it's done engraving now, and now it's started on the cut. Let's see that it's just cutting each piece out. And it'll automatically go through and cut each piece. So I will bring you back when it's done. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab our materials out of the machine. It's all done cutting. Perfect cut, of course. So these, take this over here. Okay. So these are our pieces. I actually cut this just a little bit. We won't need this one. I cut this a little bit too big. That'll be a little bit big for a pick, but that's okay. It'll be cute. So that's how that'll work. And then actually, this is how it'll work. But we'll go downstairs. We'll go downstairs and we'll put this all together. We'll get glue and put it all together. This is going to be super, super cute. So let's go ahead. Let's go downstairs and get this all put together. Okay, so here we are at my work desk. Just a couple of things before we move forward because we're almost done. And we're just going to put this together now to show you how you glue the pieces together. And you already saw how incredibly simple the M2 and XTool Studio are to use. So, but a couple of things. If this video was helpful to you, please like the video. That helps me out a lot with the algorithm, and I really appreciate that. But also follow along. I'd love to have you following. So we run a collaborative of a ton of different craft communities. Speaking of, join us on Facebook. I'm going to link 2 groups. XTool for Beginners, it's about 120,000 members. Super friendly, super helpful, tons of knowledge. You'll fit right in. So join us there, but also M2 for Beginners is our newest group, and that is a targeted group. Definitely join us there if you're getting an M2 or if you already have an M2. I'll link both of those in the video description. Definitely join us. But follow me here. I'm going to be doing a ton of different tutorials, not just on how to use your M2 and different materials, but also on designing for yourself. So definitely follow me here. All right, let's get working on this. Super, super easy. This is the stand. So that's all done. Now what we need to do here, this part will go on here, and then, oops, that's wrong. This part will go on here first, okay? So these two will come together like this. So we'll glue these two together first, and then this will go in there on the back of this. So I'm gonna flip this over. So this glue that I use, I'll link this in the video description. I use Barely Art Glue. It is the best of the best. It's a perfect viscosity, perfect dry time. The strength is amazing. It's just great glue. So I use that, and these precision applicators I use are perfect for it. So never dries, your tip never, I mean, it's always ready to go. Super easy. And it comes out perfectly. You'll see in a second. It just comes out perfectly. You can use it to spread it right out to your edges. It's just a great glue. And so you can get that precision application where you're getting it almost to the edge, but not quite to the edge, so it doesn't squeeze out on you, or at least to the least amount possible. And the work time on it, like I said, is perfect. It's not going to dry while I'm working, but once I get it put together, it's not going to stay wet. It's just going to, it's just perfect. I don't know how to explain it. I've used a lot of art glues in my life, and this is the first one that I've stuck with. Ever since the first time I used it, I've never used anything else. It's just great. So, this is going to be fantastic. A good friend of mine is a pretty accomplished musician. Actually, I'd say very accomplished. She sings beautifully. But she also plays guitar, and I'll give this to her. She will appreciate it. Okay, just get that a little bit further out to the edge. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to this. And that's the bottom layer. And now you have a little bit of work time, like I said, to get it perfect. And you can see a little tiny bit squeezed out there, but almost nothing. And that you can just, get your finger in. It'll dry clear anyways. So that's not a huge deal. And if you wanted to, you could use a clamp. I'm not going to bother. This doesn't really need one. Let's see, if I really squeeze it together, a little bit will come out, but nothing of any importance, and that'll all dry clear. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that down. Wipe it all off my fingers. And now, this is how we're going to get the top part of this on. So we're going to drop this down in here. Oops. So we're going to drop that down in there. That little goober out of there. Okay. And now we're going to make sure that we only get glue just on that piece, okay? So just on that. And we're going to make sure that we don't put it where it's going to squeeze out the guitar side, this side. Okay. But we do want to have enough on there that it's going to stick. And that is going to be just about perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now we're just going to pop this guitar on there. Try to center it the best we can before we put it down, right? So try to get that nice and centered on there. Pop that down. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take it this way and pop that right off there. Now we're going to let this dry, and now they're perfectly ready to go. Tomorrow I'll make the first part of this video that shows the finished project, and you'll be able to see it sitting on this stand. But essentially what the stand does is you put them like this, and then it just sits right on there. And that is all there is to making your first M2 project. How easy was that? Isn't that exciting? It's so much fun. I have so many fun plans for this machine. I can't wait to start getting into tumblers and start using I have the print module. I'm going to do a bunch of cool stuff with that. So like I said, like the video, follow along, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.